Amy here from Knit Collage. I am so excited to finally be back here with another making vlog for you. I just did an episode all about your Ask Me Anything questions, so if you are wondering, is she ever going to answer that question? Head over and watch that video. Today I'm going to share some of the projects I finished in the past. I think it was April was my last video, so April, May, June, 3 months. So in the past 3 months, I have made a lot of things. So I'm going to share, I think all of them, but maybe not all of them. I may be missing things because I have been so busy. So I'm going to share some finished objects. I'm going to share some designs I'm working on for fall. I'm actually working on a lot of designs for fall. And I'm going to share some whips, some work in progress knit and crochet items. So, yay! All right, so the first thing I want to share is the projects, or are the projects I finished for the spring make-along that just wrapped up last week. I have two I am still working on. I'm still working on the Sunnyside shawl and the Everyday Yay cardigan. The cardigan is done, but I need to finish up the embroidery. So I have finished the dumpling bag, which I'm very excited about. It doesn't have anything in it right now. It looks a little cuter when it has things in it, but I love it so much. This little pole slides out so you can stuff things in. This is designed by Vanessa Reyes. And I used a mix of all different colors of yarn, so you can see that. It's a really tight knit, so it took me a little while to get the hang of it, but I absolutely love it. I made an alternative strap to work with it, but it has antique brass for the hardware, and so I kind of need to swap out this to be antique brass because it's bothering me that the metals don't match. So I don't know. I might use the strap on a whole nother bag altogether because I kind of want the metals to match and I want to have this strap as an option as well. Didn't think about that and absolutely should have. But I did do a little bag DIY strap blog post if anyone's interested. But yes, I am very happy with this. I did want to just show the one that Cheryl Kubat, she's a pattern designer we work with, the one that she made me. She has a little end hanging out here. I need to weave that in. She made me this for my birthday, and I just love it. I need to even out the drawstrings a little bit, but I love it so much, and I've been wearing it nonstop, like every single place I go. She's got this guitar strap, bag strap. She cut up an old belt, I believe, to make the leather drawstring. It says happy birthday on the bottom, and it's a rainbow. So I really love it, and I'm wearing this one more than the one I made by far. So I'm working on one more. I'm actually going to make two more of these for our nanny and her fiance. So I'm making her this color, and then I'm making another one in ochre rose, which I haven't started, but I've made I got all the hardware coming in. So I'm very excited about that. These really don't take me that long. They take me like a week. Looks a little wonky right now. I need to steam it still, but hopefully you get the idea. I'm almost finished this one. So I'm making a few more of them. Taking a sip of my coffee here, which I just got. Need it. Okay. So the next one I made is the Faye Fringe bag. And this is by Anna Scala. Oh my gosh, I could not love this anymore. Like, it's just not possible to love this anymore. I need to actually go somewhere. I haven't worn this one out yet, and I absolutely need to figure out an outfit that is going to work with this and all about this. So I love it. I just decided to go for neons, obviously, and have it be a statement. And I think the way I envision wearing it is just white t-shirt, jeans, and maybe like a really fun necklace and this. But I love it. I could see doing a lot of different stash options. Someone in the make along, Mary, made a pillow using this stitch with fringe on the outsides, and it's absolutely magic. So I love the idea of just using the stitch in a different way and a different kind of project. So that's that. I'll wear that this weekend somewhere. The next one is the Wisteria shawl. And this is by Emma Janet of Bloom and Create. This is brioche, and it is pretty to die for, if I may say so. I really love the way the cast on looks. I think it's an Italian cast on, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I just love how it kind of looks like an infinity pool, right? It's just continuous with the knitted fabric. I definitely mastered increases and decreases on this. I've actually been wearing it with, I have a shawl pin here, with a shawl pin, just, like this, and then kind of zhuzh it a little bit over my shoulder. I love it. I took it on the Colorado trip and wore it a ton. And of course, it's reversible, which is super fun. I think I ended up making mine a little bit longer than was required in the pattern. I went a little rogue with the color placement because that's just what I like to do. And then I wanted to make it a little bit longer, but I really love the way it turns out. The pattern is beautifully written. I think it's ideal for beginner briochers who are just looking to take their skills to the next level and really practice increasing and decreasing. It's really good for that. So there is that. Now let's talk about my Maisie Cardi. This is, oh my gosh, I have been living in this thing. And why do I not have more olive green projects in my life? This is by Jo Wadler. It was one of the bonus designs, and oh my gosh, I love this so much. It doesn't look great with my olive green pants, but oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. I just adore it. I love the way it fits. I wore it nonstop in Colorado, especially at nighttime there. It really gets cold there in summer. It is holey, so it's a little breezy, but it's great layered, so you can wear it over a sweatshirt or over a light jacket, long sleeve shirt super easily, or with a tank underneath. So I really like the way the combo turned out. It was fast to make. I would 100% make another one, and have seen some really cool options or versions come out of the make along that are more patchwork feeling, more stash feeling, and also longer. So really fun. So I love this so much. I'm really excited for fall to wear it, because here in Boston, it is harder to wear this. It is really quite hot here in Boston right now. So there's that. Now, I think that's everything for my make-along projects. I still have two that I'm working on that I really need to finish before our celebration video, which is coming up way sooner than I'm ready for, but I'm very excited. So I want to show you some other projects I'm working on for fall. I'm designing a bunch of patterns for fall, and I will show you those now. We have many others planned for fall that are being designed by other designers within the team, outside the team too. So I will get started. Let me show you this one. This is one, I don't have a good name for it. Right now I'm calling it the crochet patchwork sweater. It needs a better name for sure. And excuse the ends that are, of course I didn't weave in all the ends. No, of course not. So it's a mix of knit and crochet, and my sleeves are all getting like all bunched inside, but it's a pretty oversized body fit. You crochet the granny squares, and really this is coming from the Maisie. I loved making the Maisie so much and the granny squares that I wanted to combine the crochet and crochet granny squares with knitting. So I thought this is a tube, and then you pick up stitches and you work up, and then you pick up stitches and work down, and you use all your contrast colors for your sleeves, crochet edging and the bottom edging. And it's a really relaxed body. So this is a fair amount of positive ease on me across the chest. And yeah, that's it. I really love it. I really love it. It makes me very, very happy. So we'll see. Hopefully all of you love it. I really need to weave in these ends. I think I wove in a lot of them, but I like to go back and needle felt, so I should do that. I should. There's just a few other projects on my plate, which I will show you shortly. So this is the larger size version, or working version. It still needs to be tweaked. I'm going to actually take out the body portion and redo it, but so you can see the squares and how they look. I'm waiting for it to come back from greater to rework it, because I made this sort of like a hybrid of my size and a larger size in the chest, so I need to rework it. Also, this is a bit more cropped. I decided to make this sweater longer, but just so you can see another combo. So for larger sizes, you'd have one more contrast color. I love it. I'm always a mustard and pink girl. I think no matter what, I like those colors together. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm excited to make this sample right when I get that feedback. But yeah, I love it. I also really want to do one that's just ivory main color with like super colorful, right? Like, wouldn't that be fun? All right, so that's that one. Now, let me just take one sip of my yummy. Okay, so the next thing is the Happy Dance yarn. So this is coming in for fall, and it is a yarn that uses all these scraps of fiber and threads and Angelina and sari silk in it in the carding process. It's really special yarn. It's fairly lightweight. It's a different spinning technique than we've ever done before. And it's really all about the yarn. So I wanted a very simple body to wear, to the simple silhouette design to wear with this yarn. So this is it. It's a simple vest. You could add sleeves, but I'm not going to include those in the pattern. I just sort of wanted something that was like a everyday, everywhere. I have this sort of olive green, it kind of looks like a military jacket, but it's not. It has this funky like beaded patch on. I wear it all the time. I could see wearing that under this in fall maybe and throwing it over. I used to do that with my penguano. It has short row shaping, but otherwise is a rectangle and a slit neck. Really just simple, all about the yarn body. So I'm feeling it. I love it. Obviously, I love it. I designed it. But I hope you will too. So that's the shorter version. We also have a longer version, which we'll see if I can do justice to on here. And oh my gosh, I have an ends issue. I didn't realize I had an ends issue, but apparently I have an ends issue. So I'm gonna need some help with that. Okay. So I made this one 2-color because and I haven't blocked this one yet. So I ran out of this yarn. So I ended up making it 2-color because I wanted it to be longer. And I love it 2-color. So I'm going to keep it 2-color for the long version of the pattern. You can see it's very cocoony in the way it fits. I'm kind of tempted to call it a cocoon Cardi too. So this is the sweater. Now, I saw all these images, one of them inspired by creative knitter Stacy. She posted something in her Facebook group. It's like a long vest, like kind of like this, floor length. And I think this would be amazing floor length. So right now this is to my thigh, And I'm pretty tall. I think for maybe for most people, it'd be like knee length. If you added a couple more skeins, it would be floor length and then truly show stopping. So I love that idea and definitely loving this colorway. I will have these ends all woven in before the photo shoot, I promise. So that's that. This is the next one I've been working on. This is a scarf. Sorry, dropped something. This is a scarf that I designed with the designer Afifa Saeed, I believe is her last name. I'll make sure I write that below. And she was really inspired by Pakistani quilts, and this was her design idea. It's just different blocks patchwork together. So we worked on it together. I really love it. I really love it. It's a very long scarf. Very, very long. See how long it is? It's going around my neck. And there is crochet edging in our wildflower mini kits. So I adore it. I love the graphicness of it. I think checkerboards are having a real moment right now too. So I love that this is kind of tying into that trend that's going on. Still have to block it. I think all the ends are woven in. I need to trim and needle felt, but I'm very into this for fall. It's a mitered square technique and it's in tarja. So it is as a bit more advanced, but nothing crazy. Okay, so this is a design I started last week, and so far I'm not so sure about it. Maybe you can tell me what you think. I wanted it to be a poncho, a granny square poncho that then continued in double crochet. So I just don't like how deep the V is, and then it's kind of flaring out like too much here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I do really like it. I like the idea of a crochet thing. You could like even pin it here, and not pin it, but like seam it and make a sweater, more of a sweater out of it. So I'm thinking about that. I'm kind of into that. I'm percolating on this. I'm not quite sure yet about this, but I do really like the colors. I think it feels pretty fall, and yeah, I'm into it. So that's that. If you have any strong ideas, let me know. And there is a tank I am working on also in Happy Dance. So let me show you this. This is, it's not going to be, it's all clipped into place, so it's going to be hard to tell what it looks like, but that is the Happy Dance tank. I am going to add a neck finish to it. So I use those coconuts clips to clip it in. So let's see if this works. It kind of works. I'm going to do some seaming at some point. I'm very into this little vest. I got asked for this over on the Ask Me Anything thing. You can't really tell what it looks like yet, but it's going to be great. So very excited about that. And I really like this colorway. I am feeling the brown with the braids. We used to have a yarn like this called Woodstock. It was different. It had trim spun into it, but it was these kinds of colors and all brown with pops. So I love that. So I'm also making a tank in our waterfall yarn, and I'm hoping to get this pattern up at some point, but you may have your own pattern and you can just use this as inspiration too. This is the idea. It's going to be a simple tank like this. And I knit this on a size 17, which means most people would likely knit this on a US 19, as I am very, very, very loose knitter. So that's that. I'm going to finish this today. I love the way it looks so far. Let's see, where am I on this is just the other side. So it's just, I think it's looking amazing. I already want to make one from all the colors like striped together. I started this last night at probably 7 p.m. and that's how far I am too. So very fast to make up. very into it. We need way more patterns in our waterfall yarn. It's so pretty to work with. So I'm working on it, everybody. Okay, so I have one more little whip to show you. Maybe I showed you this in April. This is the sweater I am making for my sister's new baby, and it is I'm gonna have to find it and put it below. It's by Park Williams. I forget the name. It's my favorite baby pattern. I actually ran out of one of the yarns. It's a marl of 4 yarns for the sleeves. So I got halted. My friend Lizzie sent me a skein of cake, and I'm good now. The only problem is the baby may have grown too big for the sweater. So I gotta get on this. Really gotta get on this. So that is, I think that's everything. I just wanted to show you one other thing. And that is the Ends Out hoodie by Jo Wadler. So she designed the Maisie crochet Cardi. This is a sweater she wore, not the original. She wore the original to Vogue Knitting Live in Feb. And I was like, I need that sweater immediately. And this is the knit collage version that she made in our yarns. I love it so much. So much. So it is bringing me great joy. This is a great beginner pattern as well. And I don't think anyone would notice if you made a mistake even on this, because all those ends. So I just thought it'd be fun to show you what colors I am planning for this. And it's actually gonna be similar to her version. I would love to see a dark version in this out in the world. Like, imagine black, charcoal, silvery. I think the beauty of this pattern is going to be very similar to the kaleidoscope. You're going to be able to use stash, and really the world is your oyster. You can use your own hand spun. You could use different leftover thinner yarns plied up. Like, you can do anything with it. So I'm really excited about it. So I've got these two. Let's see if I can lay them out here for you. High vibes. We've got lavender dust, mustard, obviously, and these two. So it's going to be those 7 colors. I'm chomping at the bit to work on this, but I have to finish a few other things like the tanks first. But I am freaking chomping at the bit to get started on that. So very excited. So I think that's everything. Like, I think it has been a crazy couple months because we had our winter solstice kits in June. We also just did our very last batch of Ken yarn. I think that is all gone now. We sold out within a week. So it's been a little hectic with all these things happening, but all really good, exciting things. So that's that. I want to encourage you to head over and watch my Ask Me Anything if you are interested in hearing the answers to your questions. I'm sorry I don't have a tip or trick for you today, but I will work on one for next time. And thank you so much for watching. And let me know in the comments if you have any feedback, if you have any questions for me. I'll link to my Ask Me Anything form. Thank you.